Good morning, artists. Mrs. Langless here, coming at you with your very final remote art project of the year. And in this particular artwork, we are going to be drawing a self-portrait. So a self-portrait is a picture of yourself. And this one is going to have a little spin on it because we are actually going to be also sharing something that we're looking forward to doing this summer as part of the self-portrait. So it's sort of a way to wrap things up and start thinking about all the amazing and wonderful things that we have ahead of us here during summer vacation. So there are a couple different parts to this particular artwork. So today we are just going to start on making these really cool sunglasses. And we will start also making the self-portrait. And then during the next video, I will talk to you about the following steps, including tracing and adding color. All right, and so just to explain, the self-portrait is a picture of you, but then there's these really cool glasses that in the reflection are actually showing something that you are looking forward to doing this summer. So that's sort of the idea. Now let's get started. So what you're gonna need today is a piece of paper and a pencil. Oh, and also a pair of scissors. Okay, so once you have collected those things, you can pause the video if you need to and then come back. Let's go ahead and start. So I'm going to move this for now. And what we're going to do first is create the glasses. So the glasses, actually, I'll bring them back. I'll show you something really quick. If you take a look at the glasses, you'll notice that they're the same in terms of the frame, not the picture, of course, but the frames of glasses are the same on one side and also on the other if we were to split the paper in half. That is called symmetry when it's the same on both sides. So today we're going to practice a drawing using symmetry, and one of the coolest and easiest way to do that is by actually folding your paper. So you're going to hold your paper the long way, or sorry, the tall way. I like to say it that way instead because that sometimes makes more sense. Once you have your paper folded the tall way, we're just going to, held the tall way, we're just going to go ahead and fold it. So I like to line up my edges first. And once I get them pretty well lined up, then I'm going to come back and make my crease. All right, so now I forgot to bring my sunglasses in, so I want to show you my actual reading glasses, which unfortunately I need now since I'm getting so old. But I wanted to show you how they're shaped. Now, of course, there are different types of sunglasses. Like these ones right here are probably the ones that I will try to do. But I just wanted to show you that all glasses and sunglasses have a little bit of a different shape. So feel free to play around with that a little bit to make your glasses look like you want them to. All right, so what I am going to do, and I'm going to put this out here as well, is I'm going to focus on drawing just half of the glasses, okay? And then we're going to cut it out folded so that it will give us the other side. And if that sounds really confusing, just hold on a minute and I think it will make more sense. Sometimes what I like to do when I'm drawing just half of something is to actually cover up the parts that I don't need, okay? So I'm going to cover half of this and just focus on this shape right here. So on your piece of paper, and this is along, by the way, the folded crease edge, okay? So there's my creased edge. I'm going to first make the nose piece of the glasses. So the nose piece is this right here, the part that sits on your nose and keeps them, secure. So I'm going to start right here with a little bit of a horizontal line and then another one. Now I want my glasses to be kind of big, so I'm going to make them stretch across the rest of this paper here. So I'm going to now make a curving line that comes up because I'm just looking at this line right here. Curving line is going to come up and then move out. Then I notice this kind of bumps out here then it comes down and around, and then it starts to curve back up again. And now I'm already don't like the way that that looks. Oh boy, I need a better eraser on that pencil. So I'm going to just erase. That's why we're using a pencil today, so that you can make changes if you need to. And I'm going to come back and fix that. Now that to me looks better. All right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trace where I think the lens would be. And so I'm just following the path. And again, this might take you a couple of times to get it right before you have it just like you want it. Now, I think this is going to work out pretty well. Really only time will tell here, because look what we're going to do next. Now that I have that, and I have my side here, now I don't even need to draw it on the other side, because when I cut through, it's actually going to create the other side. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to, again, use my lines as a guide and cut right to the edge, getting rid of that. When I'm cutting, I like to get rid of all the extra. It just makes it easier for my hands to handle. So now I'm going to come down here, following the edges, and come right back to here. All right, now the cool part is, now we've got the big reveal. So when I open this up, I have got glasses. Now here's the only thing, what's missing? I bet you can tell, the other lens. So there's two ways to do this. You can just draw it freehand, which is what I'll probably do right here on the video. Or if you're very particular, what you can do, keep it folded and go over to a window. Place it on the window to outside, and then you'll be able to see your line so that you can trace. If you'd rather not do that, you can just kind of eye it. So just looking at it and drawing your lines nice and light, so that if you do make a mistake, you can always come back and erase. So I'm just going to kind of trace those lines. And there, now I have a really cool pair of sunglasses. So we've made our glasses. So I'm going to set those to the side and grab my piece of paper. Ooh, you know, one supply I forgot to mention, a glue stick. So if you don't have a glue stick, you can go and grab one of those now. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually glue our glasses right to a piece of paper. Okay, so I'm just going to flip over my glasses, and I'm also going to make sure that I'm on the screen here. Sorry about that. I keep kind of heading in that direction. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back here so that I know that it will stick. Other side as well. And then I'm going to flip it over. Okay, so now where to place the glasses on your paper. So I'm holding my paper tall again, and you think about sort of where your head is going to be positioned. I think I'm going to put them a little bit above halfway on the paper. So I'm going to put them right about here and center them as best you can. They should almost reach the sides of your paper. And then I'm just going to smooth them out. All right, so there are my glasses. And now I need my face. So I'm going to start to draw. So you might notice on these particular examples that they make a curving line for the chin, and then they make the head and the hair. And you can do your hair however you want. Like maybe you have it up in a ponytail, or maybe, you know, you have short hair or whatever. That's, you know, however you want to make it is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with mine and show you. So the first thing I'm going to do is just come to right about here and make my face. I'm just going to make an oval, or I should say part of an oval that sort of comes down. Okay, and again, you're going nice and lightly so that you can erase if you need to, okay? Now mine, I've kind of done super large on this particular example. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually start, you know, with my hair. So I'm actually going to make a line coming down for my hair. And, you know, you guys, as you know, if you've ever worked with me in person or seen me in any of these videos where I am on screen. I've got pretty curly hair. So I'm going to make my long curly hair. And again, if you have yours short, that's fine too. So just going ahead and drawing. Sometimes it's really cool to actually be looking at a mirror to help you draw yourself as well. That can be super helpful. So here is sort of where my hair is going to be. All right, and I think I'm pretty happy with that. Now down here, I'm going to see a little bit of my neck. So I'm just going to make a curve right here and a curve right here. And you know what? Can't really see my shirt, so I'm just going to leave it off the paper and go to about there. All right, now what parts am I missing? I am missing a nose. And I want to show you a couple different options. So you'll notice on this one right here, move these papers, there's just a curve for a nose. This one, they do a different type of curve. And I like to do a curve like this. So I start out with one nostril, let's say. I think the nose is like the hardest thing to do, to be honest with you. And then I do another. So I like to do a nose that kind of looks like this. To me, it looks a little bit more real, but you can choose to do a nose however you'd like in yours. Just have fun with it. All right, now the mouth. The mouth in these, they've chose to just do like big open smiles. I kind of like the way they did that. I'm going to do mine kind of similar, but what I'll probably do, so I'm going to do a big kind of smile, all right? And then I like to do, okay, if you're smiling, maybe you'd see the tongue inside your mouth, but I like to actually add some lips in too. So there I am, Mrs. Langless, big smiles, all right? So there is my self-portrait so far. Working on developing your face, developing those glasses, and then next week, what we are going to do is take it a step further. So if you have time and you want to work on it today, you're welcome to move on to that. I'm going to stop here in the video so that then next week we can move on to that part, but I want to show you where we're headed. So here is my drawing. And you'll notice I already traced it too. So here's my self-portrait, and next week we're going to talk about what we're going to draw inside those glasses, so in the reflection that we just made. So good luck with this, everyone. Have a great time with it, and then hold on to it. Keep it safe for next week so that we can add the next details and trace and color to finish. All right, guys, have a great weekend, and I will see you next time.